It is time to go one-on-one. The shootout awaits. It's hockey's equivalent of high noon. The shootout is set to go. Makes a save on that shootout attempt.
Well, with today's technology and all the resources available, you know that goaltenders have the book on the shooter, and I'm telling you, he read this one perfectly.
Makes a save and look good doing that one.
Yeah, the body language, everything about him is telling you that he's confident and composed right now.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease, just makes himself as big as possible. Looks really efficient.
Oh, he had it on his stick, but couldn't finish.
Well, sometimes simple is the most effective in these.
Scores! My goodness, there was some hot sauce on that shot.
That's called a snipe in the game, James. Just recognizing that the goaltender's deep in the crease and just burying it home.
He's it perfectly and makes the save.
Love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
Stops it. This might be turning into a save instead of a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender. He's challenging at the top of his crease, but most important.
Ehlers gets to go first here in this shootout. Probably a little less perfect. And he stops that attempt.
I think he just does a great job of making himself as big as possible and took away all the shooting angles.
And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they practice it. A lot of the time, post-practice, James, goaltenders want work on this, so do shooters.
Makes a save on that shootout attempt.
With today's technology and all the resources available, you know that goaltenders have the book on the shooter, and I'm telling you, he read this one perfectly.
Makes a save and look good doing that one.
Yeah, the body language, everything about him is telling you that he's confident and composed right now.
Scores! What a shot!
Well, that's what we call a snipe, James. I mean, he just recognizes that the goaltender's deep in the crease and puts it away.
And he says, on that play.
Yeah, in the shootout, he's confident and composed. You don't see him moving around in his crease, just makes him...
Reads it perfectly and makes the save.
Love that he doesn't sit back in his crease, but he gets out and challenges and takes away as much of the net as possible.
Stops it. This might be turning into a save out instead of a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, this is 1v1 against the goaltender.
And he stops that attempt.
I think he just does a great job of making himself as big as possible and took away all the shooting angles.
Kane's got to come up with a goal here or it's all over. And he comes up clutch here in the shootout.
This is why they practice it. A lot of the time, post-practice, James, goaltenders want work on this, so do shooters. He does a great job of anticipating to make that save.
I've waited long enough. The plans are off. Ain't nothing to do in a day. Ain't nothing to do but wait. Find myself just sitting around. Push me out, push me out. Waste my time, waste my life. As I sit and wait for you, I don't see what's up to me. Why I got to be your stooge.
Here on the phone, and Ray, I got a text in here from Sandy who wants to know, what'd you make of the rookie's Hattie last night?
Well, Sandy will be happy. I mean, we do hear from him quite frequently, and he's never really happy about anything that's going on. So last night, I mean, the kid was fantastic. He scores the 3 goals, and
Well, an interesting story here unfolding after the morning skate, and Ray Ferraro joins us on the line, could talk about it a little bit more. Line number 2 for the youngster here, Razor.
Yeah, it's a pretty good step for him, and you know he's done this before, and I think he's more ready for it now than he was in the first opportunity. But you play on that second line, you still have the insulation of the top line chewing up the other team's best defense pair. So this is a good spot for him. I think he can be successful here.
we'll let the game play out and see how it goes, but I'm really intrigued to see how this kid responds to this opportunity that's been presented for him. And I'll be very curious to see how... Racer, how do you approach big games like this?
Oh, everybody's going to do it different, I think, James, but the biggest thing is not to overthink it. It's still just hockey. It's a stick, it's a puck, it's a rink, and you have to do your job the best that you can. And for a young player, it's don't tie yourself in knots. Just go out and play the game the way you know how.
Calgary's got the puck. Here they come inside the neutral zone. Quick feed to King. Great read with the stick. Handles the puck at the point. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Edmonton's looking to break out. On the attack along the boards. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Made that stop.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
The Oilers looking against the half wall. Moves it to King. Quick shot! Oh, that goes off the mask, and it stays out.
I've never been a goaltender except in road hockey, James. I tell you, if you take one off the mask, you got to be rattling. But nonetheless, he finds a way to get the save. And that's what you got to do. Put everything in front of it if you want to make the stop.
Swap up. Angles it over to Perry. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. That knocks him off the puck. Grabbed along the boards by Perry. Oh, what a stop with the paddle!
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. Recognize that the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
Oh, how did he get a piece of that to make the save? The Flames have it against the wall. And now it's grabbed by Perry. Works it across to McLeod. Sends the pass over. Nugent Hopkins setting up against the wall. And he makes the save. Denies him again. The Flames will play it in their own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Moves it to the middle. And he'll hang on to it to regroup here for a moment. Calgary's got the puck in the corner. Oh, so close, but an even better defensive stop.
Well, I love the attempt here at the Michigan, but when you're below the goal line, there's two things you have to be aware of. How much time and how much space you have, and he didn't have either, so it clearly wasn't the right choice.
Well, Cheryl, I know there were a couple of key players you had your eye on going in for this one. Let's go pound for pound.
Both of these players can have an incredible impact on the outcome of the game, James. It's a matter of who shows up. We know they're similar styles. We know they can both contribute. It's a matter of who does what and when.
Here's a short pass to Perry. The Flames get a hold of the puck along the boards. Calgary's got it in their own zone. Play is blown dead with the offside.
Well, this is the definition of rivalry, isn't it, Cheryl?
It really is. You see these teams going toe-to-toe.